Got this jar of Mibs I picked up from an online auction a few weeks ago, and I thought it'd be pretty fun if I went ahead and searched through it in a video and kind of showed my process for searching through lots and jars that I purchase online, kind of help other new collectors along the way. Notice there's really not much marble sorting content on YouTube. I would like to preface this video with I am very much a novice, and many of the marbles that are included in this lot, I do not know what they are, and I will state that, label them as mystery Mibs, and hope that in the future I expand my knowledge and will be able to identify more. First thing I'd like to do is go through and pull out all of the damaged marbles, anything that's really damaged beyond recognition, which really there's not too much in this specific jar, but I'm also going to pull out any solid colored games, which there's just a handful of, some clearies, some cat's eyes, and there are a couple beads. I will note that I have briefly looked through these marbles, just kind of make sure that this was a good jar worth searching, and I do think it is. There's nothing exemplary in this lot, but I think it's a really good vintage lot full of Akros, Peltiers, West Virginia Swirls, Masters, all sorts. It's really good. I think it's a really diverse lot with even some UV action going on in here. So I will go ahead and pull out those first kind of common or damaged marbles. I'm also going to go ahead and place this bowl here. I'm going to put the damaged and clearies and kind of commons in this bowl because I think there's more that could fit in my little holder there, and I'm not too worried about the condition of them. Here's a pretty cool bead. Looks like it might be a handmade bead. I really don't know much about beads at all. See the hole going right through it. Pretty neat. I think that does it for all of the game marbles, clearies, cat's eyes, anything really damaged beyond recognition. Might find one or two more as we search through that I forgot to pull out, didn't quite spot. Two other ones that I could go ahead and pull out right now that are worth noting. Here's one. Bennington, a little clay marble. That's a really small one if I get my calipers out here. It's reversed for you guys, but it is 0.43. Just under ½ inch. Then here's a larger Bennington. Slightly out of round. See this couple spots, glaze built up. Alright, that's a pretty cool group of game marbles. Really, like I said, I think there were 3 or 4 maybe opaque game marbles. Quite a few clearies, some of them the damaged ones even. Let's see if I get my pen light out. This thing actually does look pretty cool. Backlit with all that damage on it. Then one other one I guess worth noting. Here, let me get the light turned off. There are a few UV marbles in here. one down here. This one's really glowing. It's pretty neat. Can't quite make out any real traits, features, but it does glow. Looks like that bead kind of wants to glow too, but not quite. Cool. So let's get these out of here. And the next group I'd like to pull out, the first group really, the first manufacturer, is Vitro Agate Glass Company. And there are quite a few in here, quite a few corkscrews specifically. So let's start pulling some of those out, and I'll put some info about Vitro Agate up on the screen. I like that order better. Alright, that looks like it's most of the corkscrews out of here. There's two more, I'll take a closer look, but let's look at these. This one's going to be hard to pick up. This one really has some eyelashes that you see on some of these Akros. So, right in there, where the shear cut off creates those little lashes. Here we have a tricolor. Maybe some collectors might not count the white as a color, so I'll leave that up for you to decide. With a little chip. Doesn't even need a stand. Smaller dark blue on white. Calipers out once again. Backwards. 0.56. Right about a PB. Looks like these smaller ones, or these blue ones, lighter blue, about the same size. I'll take this big guy, and this big guy. And here we have an onyx. Two-color ace or not? And that should be most of the Akro corkscrews. I'm going to go ahead and get these moved off of here, and we'll search through, and I think there might be just a couple Akro patches, and then there are some Slags that I want to take a look at. And there's a corkscrew I forgot to take out earlier. Now, my guess is there are more Akro patches within this jar, within this tub, but I don't know. If you see something, please drop a comment. Here we go, we have some rather nondescript Slags that I could just assume are Akros based on the number of Slags that Akro produced. Really no other traits that would point to another manufacturer. Got some UV action on 2 of these. This one maybe should have gone in the damaged pile. Here we have some Akro tricolor patches. Alright, let's get these moved out of the way, and I am going to pull out some Peltiers. Oh, there's a corkscrew I forgot. So I went ahead and first pulled out here some Peltier rainbows. There's some pretty basic baseball rainbows, baseball seam. And there were some more interesting. It's tough to tell, but that white is translucent. And there might be a few more rainbows that we find in this group, but that seems to be most of them. I'm gonna go ahead and get these cleared out, and we'll take a look at the Peltier Slags and Peerless patches. There's just a few Peltier Slags and Peltier Peerless patches. Both came in a variety of colors. Well played. Now this one right here is UV reactive, and the only one in the bunch. There's some of that real nice feathering, only seen on Peltier Slags. Oh! Almost missed. There looks like another Peltier Peerless patch. Alright, let me get these Peltiers out of the way. Alright, now let's go through and search for some Master Marbles. Looks like another Peerless patch, I forgot. Pretty wild one. Alright, so I may be missing a few masters I might come across, probably a few that I couldn't identify. Here we have a few master brush patches for the most part. Looks like I believe these were called meteors. These, but don't quote me, please. Check out the links in the description for wonderful resources. Really cool one. Masters are really given away by their seams. And one sunburst out of the lot. Kind of rough condition. Yeah, just a handful of masters. Let me get these cleared away and we'll look for some Vitros. Alright, so I do know a few Vitros are in here. I am not the most knowledgeable on Vitros. Probably most of the Vitros in here are going to end up in that mystery, might be couple bunches. Yeah, let me do my best. Alright, yeah, I think these four really might be the only four that I would really feel confident labeling Vitro, even though I'm sure there are more in there. One I'd really like to point out is this. I think this light's going to be much too bright for the camera, but it's full veneered and it's just a real nice blue, veneered via 2 hemispheres. Really neat. Yeah, when backlit it's just fully washed out, but trust me, it is really neat when backlit. I'm going to have one here. It's really truly just kind of the colors that make me think Vitro on this one. And then the 2 seams, I would think maybe Akro via the seams, but then the colors make me lean Vitro. Same with these 2. So I want to get these Vitros out of the way, and we'll look at just some generic West Virginia swirls. I'm not going to try and name any of the companies of these swirls, because trust me, I do not know. I think there's one, 3 maybe, I feel confident on. Let's take a look. That looks to be like a rainbow that I missed. Peltier, you can see the seam there. The ribbons, the seam. Yeah. Oh. Oops. Another one. Look at some of these close up. This is the one that I do think could be an alley. I know this is a pretty common color for many of the swirl manufacturers. Could be a champion as well. Quite possibly could be many other manufacturers. A real neat marble, nevertheless. Again, I think this is a pretty good chance of being an alley. I see a lot of people name these really crazy, densely packed alleys as Sistervilles, basically stating that they were made at the Sisterville location. And I do wonder if this is an alley, if this might be a Sisterville. A lot of depth in this marble. Alright, that does for the swirl designations. There is one more slag here. Forgot to pull out earlier. Again, probably just an Akro. Nice little drizzle right there. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna get these swirls out of the way. And really all that's left is stuff that I have no idea. I could have some good, decent guesses, or things that we forgot. But let's see what's in here. Alright, so now for these last. Like I said, I have some guesses in between. A lot of them are probably either Akros, Peltiers, Vitros, or Masters. Right here's an Akro tricolor that I missed earlier. I mean, I could pull that out right now. Possibly a moss agate Akro. Not too sure. I'll pull them all out. Put them under the close-up cam. See if there's anything cool worth noting. This looks to be a helmet patch of some kind. Likely either a Vitro or an Akro. I think probably a Vitro. I don't recall, but depending on how that kind of stripe comes down in the middle, can help differentiate if it's Akro or Vitro. I can't for the life of me remember at the moment. Here, like these patches. So many manufacturers made this colorway with a real just thin red transparent patch that as a novice I have too difficult of a time differentiating. They'll all sit together until one day I feel confident telling them apart. Likely a moss agate again. Maybe, I don't know. It's tough. And these, I'm going to go ahead and separate all these. I noticed quite a few of similar. Yeah, so now on this group, if I turn off my light, it's kind of tough to tell, but they do all glow fluorescent. So I do think these are all similar manufacturer, and I wonder if they're more later version of a Peerless patch. If you have an idea, drop a comment. Here's a Pee-wee patch. Akro, Master, Vitro. I don't know. Wonky Pelt Rainbow. Pelt Rainbow that was missed. Swirl that was missed. Helmet patch. Akro or Vitro? I don't know. A few left here. Pad's all filled up. I'm just gonna pull out a couple here that I think might be worth looking. Another patch, kind of rough condition. I would guess either an Akro, but probably a Master, possibly an Akro. Real nice blue-greens. And this is one I'd like, if anyone has any idea, I'd love to know. It's just two patches on either side of real clear transparent red, no bubbles, on a white base. It's a pretty cool one. It's very similar to this, which I think might be a Marble King or a Vitro. That does it really for my sorting video. No, at the end here, there wasn't really too much excitement, but I appreciate your time. I hope and plan to do more of these in the future. This was a really good learning experience. I truly had no idea what I was getting into when I started this video. And if you stuck around for this long, I really appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.